Hi, garden friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Era, and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A, where I do gardening-related videos. I am so happy today, guys. I finally made it up to Growers Outlet in Loganville, Georgia. I've known about that nursery for quite a while, but it's kind of far. It's a whole hour and a half driving. That's highway time, right? And I always say, I'm going to go. But I finally made my way up there, guys, and I was not disappointed. I have some beauties to show you today. So let's get started. All right, guys. So everything was in a 1 gallon. And they had some really nice sales. Most of these were perennials, but we did have 2 or 3 different types of shrubs. First up, we have this beauty here. This is the summer-long magenta agastache. What a beauty, guys. Now, you know I have 2 different other types of agastache in my yard that bring in the hummingbirds. And this is why I picked this guy up, because I have gotten so many more hummingbirds than usual this year. And I think it's because I added the agastache. I always had butterfly bush, which they also love. But I think that for some reason, they definitely seem to gravitate towards agastache. So I picked up 3 of these beauties here. It is like a pinky purple. It's more purple than pink. And I got 3 of these. Now, these guys here definitely require full sun, and they don't like wet feet. Don't know where it's going to go yet, but I definitely was going to pass it up, guys. Let me know if you have this particular variety. I've got 3 of these. The beautiful summer-long magenta agastache. Next up is a dwarf butterfly bush. This beauty here is buzz magenta. Oh gosh, guys, I really like this color. Now, I have several types of butterfly bushes in my yard. You guys know I have so many different varieties. A lot of the Pugster series. I have the butterfly bush that grows really tall. I have the Nanho purple, Nanho blue. I have the royal red, and they just do absolutely amazing in my yard. The butterflies love it, the bees love it, the hummingbirds love it. So these guys here were literally 5 for $20. So I was not going to pass that up. Look at this beauty here, guys. Now, butterfly bushes don't like wet feet. They like full sun, and I have a spot for them. Now, look at that, guys. There's a butterfly right here taking a snack off of this beauty here. And he is not even worried about me taking this video. Look at this beauty, guys. Let me know if you have the Buzz Magenta butterfly bush and how it does in your yard. Next up, we have this beauty here. This is the Buddleia Davidi Leah Midnight Butterfly Bush. Love this guy. Look at those dark flowers, guys. Really nice. It's pretty much a deep purple, which I think that the butterflies and the bees will really appreciate. Now, this is a dwarf as well, and this was part of the 5 that I had bought, 5 for $20, guys. It was on sale, and I just could not pass this guy up. So let me know if you have this particular variety in your yard and how it does. Next up, we have another butterfly bush. This beauty here is the Monarch Dark Dynasty, and I think it's because it has this really nice dark, really purple flowers right here, guys. And again, the butterfly is really liking it, guys. I mean, as soon as I took these guys out the car and put them in the backyard, the butterflies kept flocking to them, guys. So that's really a good sign that they're really liking these guys. Let me know if you have this particular variety in your yard and how it does. Finally, on the butterfly bush front, we have this beauty here. This one is the Davidi Chrysalis Steel Blue. Now, this one is coming out, it's a lavender color. It doesn't look anything blue at all, or even, I mean, it's a really light purple / lavender, but that is the name that it is marked with. And again, I still love it anyway. It doesn't really matter to me. It's a butterfly bush. They do well in my yard. I picked that guy up. So let me know if you have this particular variety in your yard and how it does. All right, guys, so they had a lot of salvias, but this particular one drew me in. This beauty here is the Salvia garantica, black and blue. Look at the flowers on this. Now, the butterflies, the bees, and the hummingbirds are really going to thank me on this one too, because look at this beauty here. It is literally black, and then it has more of a violety blue color. Let me know if you have this guy. Now, it's a salvia, so we know salvias like full sun, and they do bring in the pollinators. These guys here were 5 for 22, so I picked up 5 of them. So let me know if you have this guy in your yard. The foliage looks really, really great. And I'm just so happy I could be able to see what these guys are looking like here in the middle of October so that I could get excited about where I could plant these. You guys know I love blue in the garden. I love blues. I love purples. I love yellows and I love oranges. And all those plants really go well together. Let me know if you have this guy in your yard and how it does. Here's another salvia, guys. This particular one here is Mirage Blue. What a beauty. Again, a nice purpley, violety color that will go great with a yellow flowering plant, a red flowering plant, an orange flowering plant, and even a white, because it definitely is on the different spectrum of the color. So I don't have these things in my yard, and I'm just so excited to add them. Let me know if you have this particular variety, the Mirage Blue, in your yard and how it does. Next up, we have this beauty here. Now, these were $6 each, and I grabbed 2 of these. Now, I'm probably going to pronounce this guy wrong, but based on what I'm seeing, it looks like it's called Phygelius Colorburst Orange. What a beauty, guys. I've never seen this guy at any of my garden centers, and I anticipate that this is something that probably is loved by the hummingbirds based on these beautiful corally orange colors of the flowers. These guys here would go great with something that is flowering blue, something that's flowering purple, something that's flowering white or yellow. Let me know if you have this beauty in your yard and how it does. Next up, we have these beauties here, guys. These are salvias, and I got these for $6. Now, this beauty here, I've never seen anywhere in my garden centers either, and I've never seen them in anybody's yard, blooming or anything. These beauties here have this fuzzy foliage. I mean, not foliage, but these fuzzy flowers, guys. Really nice. It's a light purple for Santa Barbara. And then this one just says, this one that just says compact purple, that purple is a little bit more deep. Either way, guys, I can't wait for these guys to die back and come back and put on a show. Again, another set of purple salvias that would do absolutely amazing with yellow flowers, pink flowers, white flowers, anything on the other end of the color spectrum. Next up, we have this guy here. This is a fragrant tea olive. I absolutely adore this shrub, guys. I have it on my foundation when you're walking right up to my front door. And when these little guys were blooming, oh my goodness, guys. Well, the first time I ever smelled these guys, I was like, what is that? I just didn't know what it was. I've heard about, osmanthus fragrance tea olive, that they have these wonderful, small, very insignificant blooms that pack a punch. And it is so true, guys. It smells amazing. These guys here were on sale for $9.50, guys. There it is. There's a tag right there. $9.50. Now, this guy is an evergreen here for me in Georgia. Now, it might lose some leaves based on the type of winter that we have, but it should stay with most of the leaves. I got 3 of these guys because there's no way I was going to find a fragrant tea olive for $9.50 anywhere else, right? Let me know if you have this amazing beauty in your yard and how it does, and if you feel like it smells as amazing as other people think. Now, here is a close-up of the flowers. They're very small, guys, very small, but they sure do pack a punch. Let me know what you think, guys. Guys, I was feeling ambitious today and I picked up a Daphne Odoro. Now I know this plant has a reputation. Even though I've never seen it anywhere, it was not something that I said, oh, I need to buy a Daphne, right? Because I know they're very finicky. Most people, when they have them, they die early. You know, they're a plant that it's not the best plant to be for a first timer, right? And that's why I've been kind of keeping away from it. But I cannot deny the fact that this thing is really beautiful. It was 18 whole dollars in this 1 gallon, guys. Now, this guy here is the Oreo Marginata Pink, right? And this guy here, I guess it's expensive because, they're pretty slow growing. They're very hard to keep alive. So, the nursery is going to charge you based on what type of work they have to put in some of these plants. But I really, really like that foliage. Let me know if you have Daphne. This would be my first one, guys. My very first one in the garden. It says it's extremely fragrant, winter blooming evergreen. Oreo Marginata has a creamy yellow border around each leaf, which is so true, guys. Let me know how this guy does in your yard, or if you have luck with it, or if, doesn't do well in your yard. But I'm just so excited. I pretty much said that I knew that it was going to be expensive anyway. This was definitely not going to be a $5 plant or a $7 plant, but I'm just so happy, and I'm definitely going to keep you guys up to date as to how this guy does in my yard. Next up, we have this beauty here. This is a camellia. This is snow flurry, and it has a bloom on it, guys, so I can definitely see what it's going to look like. It is all budded up, looking really, really nice. I can't wait to get this guy in the ground. I might actually wait for it to bloom and then put it in the ground, because obviously when you mess with the root ball, it might affect the blooms. But oh my goodness, guys. Now, I love camellias. They bloom when nothing else is blooming. These guys here were $12.50, which is not surprising. They weren't going to be $5, because they are kind of slow growing. It takes a lot to get them to grow and to bloom and everything. So these were $12.50 each, right? I have the Yuletide camellia in my garden already. I also have Early Wonder. Both of them are completely budded up, and the blooms are going to burst open pretty soon, guys. These guys are an evergreen for us here in Georgia. They do really, really well in our area, right? So let me know if you have any camellias in your yard. Either you have the sasanquas or the japonicas, and how they do in your yard. Lastly, and by no means least, I finally found my Miss Huff lantana, guys. I am so excited. This guy here, I can never see it at any of my garden centers, and it's quite expensive online, right? And with exercising patience, I finally found it at the growers outlet. This was $7. This is the true perennial lantana that should come back for me reliably without me hoping and wondering. It should come back. Look at this beautiful yellow and orange. Now, you guys know I talk about the other one that I have in my yard, which is Chapel Hill. Got that at Home Depot. It says it's perennial, and I'm just holding out hope that it will, because it does so well in my yard. But I'm so happy to report I finally found the true perennial one in my yard. It's a lantana, which means it's going to be an aggressive grower, which is quite fine for me, because I just love the fact that it brings in so many hummingbirds, so many butterflies, so many bees. Let me know if you have this beauty here in your yard and how it does. All right, guys, so that is pretty much it for me here today. Let me know what you think of my little finds at the Growers Outlet in Loganville, Georgia, guys. These guys here, I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to plant them. I can't wait for them to come back next year. Let me know here if you have any of these, how they do in your yard. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.